Come with me on the tasty trail with Benjamin.
Hello, bonjour, I am in Busan, the second largest city in Korea and one of the biggest harbor in the world. It's also very famous for its cinema festival, but that's not why I came. And I didn't come either for the seafood, as you may expect. No, I came because of the noodles. You know, the Italian spaghetti or the Vietnamese rice noodles or the famous Thailand pad thai. Eh bien, it's not for that I came. I came for the Korean noodles. We have a very long tradition of noodles also in Korea. And that's what we are going to discover together on the Tasty Trail with Benjamin. We are in the Arirang street, which is very close from the place where we have the PIF, Busan International Film Festival, you know, the very famous festival. So it's a place with a lot of small street stalls, as you can see, where people come to have some food and especially to have the famous Busan bibim dangmyeon. That's what I'm mentioning. Bibim dangmyeon, this is the dangmyeon, it's the noodles, actually kind of glass noodles that we mix with different ingredients, and I'm going to show you right away. 안녕하십니까? 안녕하세요. 네, 비빔 냉면 하나 주시겠어요? Alright. So here we have the dangmyeon. What is the dangmyeon? You know, it looks like a glass noodle. Actually, it's a noodle made with starch. So sweet potato or potato or other stuff. Usually, anyway, it's not made with buckwheat or with wheat. That's why it looks different. 그 당면 뭘로 만든 겁니까?
고구마.
고구마. So this one are made with sweet potato starch. Thank you, 고맙습니다. They are mixed with the red hot chili pepper paste, with some yellow radish, spinach, and carrot. Very simple. So here we have the more famous, the japchae, which is so famous in Korea and beloved by the people, and you cannot have like a banquet or a special event without the japchae, which are much complicated to do compared to the dangmyeon. These one are just bibim. You remember bibimbap, which means like mixing together stuff like vegetables with the rice. This one it's a bibim dangmyeon, which is mixing the noodles with a sauce, a paste, and some vegetables. And it's very easy to do, as you have seen, easy to eat as well. The dangmyeon or glass noodles are easy to digest. Okay, now that we have been to the market, it's time to have a look at what the japchae really tastes like. And that's why we came to this traditional restaurant. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Here we have the japchae. This one is haemul japchae. Seafood japchae, thank you very much. So japchae is sauteed glass noodles with a lot of vegetables or other ingredients. Wow, seems delicious. You know,
Actually, these noodles started to be made with only vegetables. Japchae means chop a lot of different kinds and che vegetables mixed together. But at the end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century, we started to use the starch of different products like mung bean or potato, sweet potato, to make these glass noodles that we call dangmyeon in Korean, and they started to be very popular. Nowadays it's quite easy to find. At first it was quite expensive because it was made with imported foods, so it was a very expensive dish, and as you can see there are a lot of vegetables in this dish. So japchae was reserved for special occasions like very good, sorry. Not very polite. Anyway, japchae was reserved for special occasions like banquets. Nowadays it became very common and popular because people love it. It's not only because of the taste, it's also because of the symbol. Look, the long noodles symbolize a long life. So you find them on the wedding banquets, birthday banquets, and all of different occasions. Anyway, I'm sure if you visit Korea, you will meet them on an occasion or another because it's very, very ubiquitous. Nowadays, as I said, in the past it was really expensive. So nowadays, the japchae include necessarily the glass noodles. But you can find other kinds of japchae, of course, like the seafood ones that I have here. So I'm going to taste this one. You see a lot of different vegetables. Some egg yolk as an omelette on top. And it's going to be like, look at that, the nice colors. Very good. First, I should mention the texture, because I think half of the pleasure of this dish lies in the texture. You see the elastic, chewy texture of the dangmyeon is very well complemented by the vegetables, still crispy. Bell pepper, carrot, spinach. Especially when you come to Korea, if you are not accustomed to stronger tastes, if you are not accustomed to spicy taste especially, and spicy food, try this japchae. It's something you are going to love for sure. I enter the kitchen, the very sacred place of the restaurant, to have a look at the cooking method of the noodles, the japchae noodles especially. And one of the difficult thing with the japchae is that you can't really keep them for a long time. You have to eat them, maybe the same day, and the day after it's really difficult because there are so many fresh ingredients inside that it doesn't really go for a long time. So you cannot keep them. That's why it's very nice, but at the same time it's something which takes a lot of time to do and that you can't keep. So it's a special dish. So here we have the dangmyeon. Dangmyeon is a special noodle. It's a glass noodle which is made with starch. So basically it's a nokdu, which is mung bean starch, but you can have also kamja, which is potato, or sweet potato starch. 이거는 무슨 당면입니까? 이건 녹두, 감자, 고구마. 고구마. So this one is sweet potato starch noodles. So you see they have this special grayish color,
which is going to become just translucent, transparent after boiling. What about the foreigners when they come to your restaurant? Do they like the japchae?
맵지 않았어요. 많이 안 맵고 좀 달짝지근하고 그래서 외국 손님들이 많이 좋아하시는 것 같습니다.
Yes, it's true. It's non-spicy at all, not spicy. So that's why it's very popular among foreigners. 이게 뭡니까? 이게 파예요? Okay, we are in the market to look for the ingredients for our japchae, or sauteed vegetables mixed with the glass noodles. Here we have, for example, the red and green bell peppers. Could be perfect. Here we have yellow ones. Sometimes we call them paprika. The carrots, of course, which is perfect as a winter vegetable. What else do we need? Most of the time, of course, the spinach, shigumchi in Korean. You see, the Korean spinach is nice because the leaves are quite hard, so it's very nice to fry or to parboil. It keeps its texture. The spinach we have in Europe is softer, so it becomes more like a puree when you cook it. Here we have a lot of different salads, but that's not what we need today. We need some onions as well. And what is very important in the japchae is the bosot, the mushrooms. Look at that. So that's what we call the songi bosot, this one. You have also the small, it's a cultivated mushroom. This one are the nutari bosot, and the one we call also oyster mushrooms. And this one, the pyoko bosot. Do you know you can find much more things in the japchae? Why not put some zucchini or even some pumpkin? You know, we are open to all possibilities. In the past, for the king, we put also the toraji, which is the bellflower root. Toraji, and why not put some todok or other roots? That's absolutely possible and fine as well. Nowadays, you find a lot of ingredients in the japchae. We are at the beautiful temple Yeongung-sa, which means the temple of the Dragon's Palace. It was founded in 1376. It's a very old temple, and it's very close to the sea, as you can see. It's actually the reason why we came here. It's because of its 108 steps stairway, and we are going to explain it to you later when we go back to the stairway. But the basic reason why we have this symbol for noodles, it's because they are long as the long life that we wish to people. Anyway, that's the reason why we came here, especially because of these stairs. If you look carefully at the steps and you count them, there are 108 steps. 108, it's a symbolic number in Buddhism. It symbolizes the number of sins or lust, earthly desires that you have to get rid of if you want to achieve the nirvana, and which is the immortal life. And people say that if you come to this temple, go down the stairway and go to the temple, pray and pay homage to Buddha. And if you go back up the way, then you can have a long, long, long life. That's why we came here today. And then after you get some appetite for more noodles.
Summer sun, you always smile. Clouds in the sky, you never mind.
Okay, now it's time for Kalguksu, another kind of noodle. Kal for the knife, because they are cut with a knife traditionally. It's wet noodles and they are absolutely delicious. We came to this place where they are made by a very old grandmother. Sujebi. Thank you very much. And kalguksu. So kalguksu, that's the noodles, flat and long, made with the knife. And this one, the sujebi, it's the same dough, but it's made with the fingers like that. So it's a different shape. I think that's the kind of dish I would like to have after, heavy drink night, like after a hangover. I don't know why, but I feel it would clean myself. So zucchini, egg yolk, cooked and sliced as strips, some Welsh onion, and that's it. A very simple dish. There was a little bit of seaweed on top. Very nice. Let's go to this one. So this one, it's the same principle. Some egg. You have some kim, some zucchini, and the same anchovy broth. So it's quite simple, but you can see the shape of the noodles is completely different because it's actually made with the fingers like this. You get, like you pull some strips of dough with your fingers like that, and it makes this shape. I like it very much. The texture is so nice. You have the feeling they have been buttered, like coated with butter. Actually, they are not. They are just cooked in this very light broth. Finished. I'm not going to eat more. I saw there was a foreigner over there. I would like to ask her some questions. Hello. Hello, hello. I'm sorry to interrupt you. You're eating. Please have a seat. I saw that you're eating the kalguksu, so I wanted to ask you if you have really often the kalguksu as a dish.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, I always eat kalguksu.
Always?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Do you love it?
Yeah, really. And,
Yes. Why do you like it?
I like it because the soup itself is full of nutrients and healing ailments.
It's true. It's true. It's wonderful and very clear and pure. And tell me, you are living in Korea, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And you come from
The Philippines.
the Philippines. Do you have something similar in the Philippines to the kalguksu? A similar dish or
Yeah,
not really?
We used to, we cook also noodles, but
Yeah,
it's not really like this.
it's different.
Yeah, it's different.
All right. Okay. So you enjoy it like what? How many times a week do you think you have the kalguksu?
If I have lots of money,
Yes.
I will really love to eat every day.
I see. So you really love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Please enjoy your meal. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, that's a real kalguksu lover, and I can promise you it was not prepared. We didn't pay her. she was really, I think, sincere. Wonderful. We are back to Seoul after all the nice noodles we had in Busan. Now it's time to discover the naengmyeon, the cold buckwheat noodle. It's a cold noodle, it's quite unusual, but you see there is a reason. And for that we came to the Nampo Myeonuk, which is a very famous restaurant in Seoul, very old as well, 45 years old. Come with me to discover the naengmyeon. And this broth is going to be used with the in the noodle broth, with the beef broth, and moreover we are going to take slices of the kimchi to add in the noodles, in the naengmyeon. So that's why it's a very important part of the process. And you can see they put that just at the entrance of the restaurant. So I'd like to taste the taste of it. So this one has been ready for a while. I think it's good. Very good. As I said, you have this slightly acidic, sour taste, plus a sweet aftertaste coming from the fermentation of the radish. It's very good for your digestion, especially. It's very easy to digest. It's wonderful. Okay, let's put it back. Here we are, the famous naengmyeon. Naengmyeon, naeng for cold and myeon for the noodles. So you see, this is the traditional Pyongyang. Pyongyang, which is now in North Korea, the capital of North Korea. Pyongyang naengmyeon, or buckwheat cold noodles. They are served in a broth, a beef broth, mixed with the tongchimi, the white radish, kimchi, the broth together, and you have on top of them an egg, some cucumber. These are slices of the white radish, the tongchimi, and a little slice of pressed beef. So it's quite simple and quite delicious. That's a very delicate taste. It's quite different from an naengmyeon I had in other places. I think each place has its own recipe. This one, it's a famous restaurant. It has been open for 45 years. I really would like to see how they make it in the kitchen, because I'm sure they have a special recipe. So let's have a look at the way they cook it. So how was it? From Busan to Seoul to enjoy the North Korean noodles. There's also many kinds of noodles. You understood, I guess, that it is really beloved by Korean people from south to north. So I don't know if one day we'll have a noodle reunification, and we hope for it. But anyway, you saw it was a very important dish in Korean, on the Korean table, as almost as much important as is the white rice nowadays. So don't forget to try one of them, the naengmyeon or the japchae, whatever you like. You have to try them when you go to a Korean restaurant. Japchae are a mix of vegetables and noodles. And food is a mix of culture and ingredients. I think you have understood that today, as you have seen that for the Korean noodles, there are so many symbols and meanings attached to it. I hope you understood that the noodles in Korea mean long life, and that's exactly what I wish you today. And I'll meet you next time on our tasty trail with Benjamin in Korea. Bye-bye.